Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 postseason is on the air. Today, it is the American League Wild Card Series, but yet we only have one game to play in the American League. We are at Yankee Stadium as the Baltimore Orioles take on the New York Yankees. Welcome to the postseason, everyone. The postseason is done a little differently than the regular season. I choose pretty much the rosters, utilizing Action PC Baseball to get players that are active at the end of the season. And then I choose a 26-man roster, not a 25, but a 26-man roster. No more than 13 pitchers or 13 batters. I choose the pitchers first. If there are less than 13 pitchers, the rest is made up in batters for the team. Of course, in 1972, most teams had less than 13 pitchers for the postseason, so we'll have more batters, of course. We'll have more batters than usual, okay? So that is how we do the rosters. I try to create a lefty and a righty roster, but most players usually batted, because back in the 70s, sabermetrics really didn't exist back then. So most rosters are going to have the same players play throughout the entire postseason, with the exception of a couple of platoon. We will have a 4-man pitching rotation for each team. I do keep limited stats. I keep batting averages for the batters try to keep track of home runs. Okay, try to keep track of home runs so I can choose an MVP at the end of the playoffs. And of course, the MVP does come from the winning team. I will not be choosing an MVP from the losing team. I know that's happened a couple of times in real life, and I absolutely think that's ridiculous. We will have usually the wild card series is at least 2 games in each league. A 6 plays the 5 and the 5 plays the 4. We only have one wild card game in the entire wild card round here in the American League between the Orioles and the Yankees, as only 4 teams made the playoffs in the National League. So this is a very short round for the wild card. The division series will be starting on Sunday. I still will be taking a Saturday break. There will be no game tomorrow. Injuries in the postseason are full time. So if anybody gets injured, we do roll to see how long he'll be out. Most times he could be out for an entire series, depending on how many days he's going to be out. I usually make the decision on that. I do have reserves, of course, necessary for most of these teams. Some teams, however, don't have any reserves. So yes, it's possible if somebody gets hurt, there may not be someone to replace them. So, and that's pretty much how it's going to go here. So that is how I do the playoffs. The wild card is only a 1-game playoff. The division series is a best of 5. The championship and World Series are, of course, a best of 7. Even though in 1972 the championship series was only a best of 5 in 72. They did not go to a best of 7 until 85. Okay, but we're going to do best of 7s here because it just makes sense to me, I think. So that is how our postseason runs on RJL Network. Now let's say hello to everybody. Phoenix Knight, Jeremy Brooks, Brian Patterson, Larry Harris, Jim Doyle, Doug Sessoms, Jimmy Jam, and Kline baseball fan join us here at Yankee Stadium. The Orioles are the 5 seed in the American League. The Yankees are the 4. Whoever wins this game will go on to play the Oakland Athletics, who are the number 1 seed overall. So we are all set and ready to go. This is the American League Wild Card Series, but we only got a 1-game playoff, and that is what we will do and decide to see who goes to play the Oakland Athletics. If everybody is set and ready to go, let's play some playoff baseball. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees tonight is their number 1 starter, Steve Kline. 16 wins, 9 losses, a 2.40 ERA. He had 58 strikeouts and 38 walks in 72. We are at Yankee Stadium. It's a pitcher's park. Only 90 home runs hit there. -5 to strikeouts and -2 to walks. So Yankee Stadium, not good for striking out, but not many home runs were hit there in 72. And of course, now that I said that, we'll have 10 tonight. But you never really know. So if everybody is set for the wild card between the Orioles and the Yankees, the winner goes on to play the Athletics. Let's go to the top of the first. By the way, the rosters were chosen by me, but I used Baseball Reference to get the most optimized lineups possible for each team. So hitters that usually hit in a certain spot in the 1972 season, they will be hitting pretty much here. Let's get started. Leading off for the Orioles will be the left fielder, Don Buford, a 206 average, 5 homers, and 22 RBIs in 72. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Yankees are the home team. Are we all set and ready? It is time for the postseason. The 72 season was a lot of fun to replay. Now let's play the games that really matter. The 72 postseason is underway. First pitch. Kline, 5-5. That's a pitcher result, and that 6 is going to be too high. Buford, 2-5, and that's a fly ball to center field. And getting to that will be Bobby Mercer, and he will make the catch for the out. Next batter will be the center fielder, Paul Blair, a 233 average, 8 homers, and 49 RBIs in 72. Frank Roszak joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Kline, 4-4. That's going to be an out, and it's a ground out to second base, handled by Horace Clarke, and he will toss it over for first for out number 2. And now the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Grich, who a few people think should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he was solid his entire career. I definitely put him in the Hall of the Very Good. 278 average, 12 homers, 50 RBIs in 72. As Vita Productions joins us here, and Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike at Yankee Stadium. Kline, 6-5, that's blank, he's not tired. Grich, 1-5, that's a fly ball hit to left field, and Roy White will get to it. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the O's, and we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is, well, who else could it be? Gentleman Jim Palmer, 21 wins, 10 losses, a 2.07 ERA in 72, 184 strikeouts and 69 walks. Hall of Famer, absolutely. One of the greatest of all time. I definitely say that. But now we'll see what the Yankees do against Palmer in the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman Horace Clarke, a 241 average, 3 homers, and 37 RBIs. Palmer with the pitch. 1-5, strikeout 8. That's going to miss. Clarke, 2-5. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 3, and Clarke is going to lead off with a double. Horace Clarke starts with a leadoff double to center field, and he will hold at second base. So already a man on for the Yankees. And now here comes the catcher, the captain himself, Thurman Munson. Put him in the Hall of Fame anyway. 280 average, 7 homers, 46 RBIs in 72. I put him in there. I don't know why they just don't. He would have been one. Palmer with the pitch, strategy roll, and nothing on the 6. Clarke will stay where he is. Palmer, 3-2. Against the righty, that's going to be an out. And it is a grounder to second base. That'll get taken care of by Davey Johnson. He'll throw to first, and Clarke will move to third for out number 1. Next up is the center fielder, Bobby Mercer. Had a heck of a year in 72. 292 average, 33 homers, 96 RBIs. Infield will play in. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 3-1. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 3-2. It's grounded at the plate. That's going to get picked up by Johnny Oates. Clarke will stay at third. The throw goes to first for out number 2. On a grounder at the plate, on a ground ball at the plate, the runner holds and the batter is out at first automatically, 2 down. So that's grounded right there, and Clarke had nowhere chance to go. So now we will see the left fielder, Roy White, another underrated, one of the more underrated Yankees. 270 average, 10 homers, 54 RBIs. I think all you guys will agree Roy White was a very solid player. Palmer will go ahead and he will pitch. Palmer, 2-3, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 3-5. It's a fly ball hit to left field. That's going to be hit to Don Buford. He's got to make a range play. His range is a 2. He can't get it, and that's going to be a base hit for Roy White. Clark will come in to score, and just like that, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Base hit for Roy White as Buford couldn't get to it. And now we'll bring up the first baseman, Felipe Alou, 278 average, 37 RBIs and 6 homers in 72. White on at first, a bit of a thief. He had 23 stolen bases, and he does not go. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 3-2 against the righty. That's an automatic out, and that is a fly ball to left field. This time, Buford will have no problem getting to it. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits. Yankees score the first run of the postseason, and they have a 1-0 lead after 1. Top of the second. Next batter for the Orioles will be the first baseman, Boog Powell, who was pretty ripped. 252 average, 21 homers, 81 RBIs in 72. Kline will pitch. Kline, 2-4, that's a blank. Powell, 1-5, that's hit the right field, but that'll be caught by Johnny Collison, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Next up is the third baseman, the vacuum cleaner himself, Brooks Robinson. Hall of Famer? Yeah. Greatest fielding third baseman of all time? Yeah. 250 average, 8 homers, 64 RBIs in 72. David Vega joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Kline with the pitch. 1-2, hit by pitch. 1, plunk, ouch. He got him. Robinson will trot to first on a hit batter. The hit batter rules are still in effect. Okay, you hit the third batter, the pitcher is automatically thrown out. By the way, no ghost runners at all in the postseason. I will not use them for the playoffs. Next up is the right fielder, Don Baylor, 253 average, 11 homers, 38 RBIs, infield double play. Robinson will stay where he is. Kline, 3-5. That's a wild pitch, but the 20 is too high. Ball 1. Kline will do it again. 3-3. That is a home run chance. Righty. 1-18. The 12 is good. Against the right-handed pitcher, Baylor needs a 20. Do I really need to re-roll the 20? Nah, I don't think so. Because that ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is pretty gone. Kaboom! 2-run homer, Don Baylor. Stadium groans. So Don Baylor, the Yanks won over the left field fence. Kline pitched him an absolute meatball. He turns that into lasagna. First home run of the postseason for Don Baylor, and it's 2-1 O's. So the Yankees jump out in front, but Baylor goes ahead and smacks that out of here. Still 1 out in the top of the second. Next batter is the second baseman, Davey Johnson, a 221 average, 5 homers, 32 RBIs, future World Championship manager for one excellent baseball team in 1986. Kline, 4-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Johnson, 4-4 against the right-handed pitcher. That's a double into right field as he smacks that off the wall out there. And Johnson gets a double. So the Orioles looking for more. And now the catcher, Johnny Quakeroats, 261 average, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. Johnson on at second. Orioles now have a 2-1 lead. And Johnson staying put. Kline, 3-6, error on a grounder. Oates, 1-1. Nope, that's a fly ball to right field. That'll be caught by Johnny Collison, and that'll be out number 2. Johnson, base runner 2, hit to right, -1. Collison, -1 arm, a 0, and Johnson will stay where he is. 2 men away, and here comes the pitcher, Jim Palmer, and he can hit. 224 average and 8 RBIs in 72. Johnson on at second. Nothing on the strat. He'll stay right there. Kline, 4-1, error on a throw. Palmer, 4-1, and that's going to be an error. It's an infield single right to Kline, but Kline has an error rating of a 20, so it's an automatic infield single. Kline's going to still try to get Palmer out at first. He will throw it away, and the Orioles are going to get another run. So an error on a throw on an S1 to S6 is an automatic infield single, and it's hit to the pitcher. Kline is a 20, and that's an automatic error. So he's going to try to still throw to get Palmer out. Palmer will move to second. Johnson will score. It's 3-1 Orioles. Stadium groans. Ugh. So that goes as a single and an E1 because it is an infield single. That error is on Kline, and that will be the first error on the Yankees. And the Orioles now have a 3-1 lead. And now the batter is Buford, still with 2 outs here. Buford's 0 for 1. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Palmer stays where he is. Palmer says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Kline, 6-4. Against the switch left. That's going to be an automatic out. And it'll be a ground out to third. Handled easily there by Bernie Allen. And he will take it and toss it over and retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and a hit batter. Orioles have taken a 3-1 lead here going in the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Yankees will be the right fielder, Johnny Collison, 258 average, 9 homers, 34 RBIs. So much for a non-homer at Giveth Park. You got to love these. Hey, it still had 90 home runs, you know. Palmer, 5-2, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-4. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus 10, and he will walk Collison. So Collison will trot the first on a walk. First walk gives him up by Palmer. And next batter is the third baseman, Bernie Allen. He's platooning it. He will bat against right-handed starters. A 227 average, 9 homers, 21 RBIs. So Collison on at first, infield double play. Anything on the strat? The 13 says no. Collison will go ahead and stay where he is. Palmer, 6-6, strikeout 6. Yeah, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the first K for Palmer, 1 down. And now the shortstop, Gene Michael, a 233 average, a homer, and 32 RBIs in 72. Anything on the strat? The 17 says no. Palmer with the pitch. Palmer, 2-1, possible error. Michael, 1-5. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Bobby Grich. His error rating is a 12. That's a 9. He's going to make an error, and everybody's safe. Wow, that is an error on Grich. That is going to be an E6. And that's the first error on the Orioles. And Palmer says, come on, guys. Let's not get these guys back into the game. Next batter is the pitcher, Steve Kline. He had an 0.92 average in RBIs. Yes, pitchers are batting. There's no DH in 72. Runners at first and second. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 6-3. That is a blank. Kline, 5-4. That's a ground ball to third. And that is hit in the hole. So double play will go second to first. So 4, 5, 6. Second base pivot, Johnson +1. A 1-5. It's a double play. They get out of it. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play. No runs, no hits. There was an error. And then leave a couple of men stranded. 3-1 O's after 2. Third inning. Kline back on the mound. Paul Blair leads off for Beemore. He's 0 for 1. This is the American League Wild Card Series, but only one game is necessary to decide who goes play the Oakland Athletics. Kline, 4-4. That's an automatic out, and it's going to be a ground out to second base, taken care of by Horace Clark. And he'll throw to first. Next up is Grich. Grich is 0 for 1. Kline, a 1-3, possible error. Grich, 3-2. That's a base hit to center field. Single to center. Center fielder is Bobby Mercer. His error rating is a 2. That's a 16. He will get the ball and toss it in. And there won't be an error, but Grich has his first hit of the game. Next up is Powell. Powell is 0 for 1. Infield double play. And Grich is, that's a 20. Kline fires to first. Got him! Picked him off! Well, Kline got Grich napping. A 1-2 is a pickoff. That is a 2. He got him. And Grich can't believe it. He thought he got under the tag, but he is out of there on a pickoff by Steve Kline, and that was huge. So now 2 outs. And now Kline will go ahead and pitch to Powell now. Kline, 1-6. That's a walk, and that's ball 4 with the 5. So Powell will trot to first. How big is that pickoff now? Here comes the vacuum cleaner. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. So strategy roll. That is a 2. Powell staying put. Kline will go ahead and pitch. Kline, 6-6, walk. 16 is high. Robinson, 4-6, and that is a ground out to short, handled easily there by Gene Michael. And he's going to throw to second to get Powell, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and a walk, and a pickoff. And we will go to the bottom of the third with the Orioles holding on to a 3-1 lead. Top of the order for the Yankees, here is Horace Clark. He got a double his first time up. Bottom of the third, Palmer with the pitch. 6-6, strikeout, no way on a 20. Clark, 2-5, that's a power hit to center field. That's a 2, and Clark is going to get himself another double. Clark's going to double off Palmer for the second straight at bat as he hits that into center, and the Yankees got a runner at second base. Here comes Munson. Munson is 0 for 1. Infield will stay back. Strategy. Clark stays at second base. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 5-3, strikeout. No, not a 12. Munson, 2-3. It's a base hit up the middle. The Yankees will get a run. Single right past the pitcher. Clark will come around. He will score. It's 3-2. An RBI single by the captain. And he'll hold it first. And now the batter is Mercer. Mercer is 0 for 1. Infield double play. Now a 3-2 game. Who goes on? Who goes home? Strategy roll. That's a 20. Palmer fires to first to get Munson. And he throws it into the dugout. And Munson's going to second. That's a pickoff error on Palmer. That's an E1, and that is the second error on the Orioles. Munson goes to second base as Palmer throws that one away on a pickoff error. Now that takes away the double play and the tying runs at second base. So let's see. Wow, defense today, not too good. Re-roll the strat. Nothing on the 8. Palmer will now concentrate on Mercer. Palmer, 5-4. Home run result. That's a 19. It won't matter because against the righty, Mercer is a 20. Palmer put it right over the plate. That ball goes into the right field, over the right field wall, clears it by about at least a few feet. Kaboom! Two-run homer, Bobby Mercer. Yankees retake the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! For a ballpark that didn't give up much home runs, it's already given up 2, and the Yankees now have a 4-3 lead. Don't you just love postseason baseball? The next batter is White. White is 1 for 1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. 4-3 Yankees now. I was expecting a pitcher's duel, but it looks like we're not going to get that. Palmer will pitch to White. Palmer, 3-6, strikeout 2. Yes, just got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He will get White on a K. Second strikeout for Palmer, 1 down. Next batter is Alou. Alou is 0 for 1. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 6-3, that's blank. Alou, 2-1, fly ball to right, and Don Baylor will come under that and get it, 2 down. And now Collison. Collison walked his first time up. Palmer, 3-1, that's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 5-1, base hit into center field. Collison keeps the inning going as he'll get his first single and first hit of the postseason. Next up is Allen. Allen is 0 for 1. 4-3 Yankees. This game may be going back and forth here to start the postseason, and why not? We should have a good game to start the postseason. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Collison staying where he is. Palmer, 4-6. That's a blank. Allen, 4-4, and that's a base hit to right field. Allen comes through with a single. With 2 outs, base runner 3. Single to right, +3 is a 6. Collison's going to wind up at third. There won't be a throw as Don Baylor, not a good arm out there in right field. And the Yankees looking to get more. Yankee magic is striking early here. Next batter is Michael. He reached on an error his first time up. Runners at the corners. 4-3, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Strategy. Nothing on the 9. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 2-5. Walk. 19 is high. Michael, 6-5. And that's a ground ball to second base. That'll get picked up there by Davey Johnson. He's going to tag the bag at second, force out Allen, and that will retire the side. 3 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. And a 2-run bomb by Bobby Mercer. 4-3 Yankees after 3. Strap yourselves in. I think we're in for a wild one. But aren't the postseason games supposed to be exciting? John Haverly joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Can you sense the postseason atmosphere? It's definitely here. We all know the regular season is fun to watch. Yes, it's always fun to watch a regular season. We all know it's all about the playoffs. Top of the fourth, leading off for the Orioles will be Don Baylor. He had a bomb last time up. First time up, I should say. 4-3, Kline with the pitch. Kline, 4-4, automatic out. And that's a ground out to first base. Felipe Alou will take it himself, and that will be out number 1. Johnson is next. Johnson got a double his first time up. Kline, 5-3. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-4. That's a ground out to short. Handled easily there by Gene Michael. He throws it over to first for out number 2. And now here's Quaker Oats. He's 0 for 1. Kline, they'll go ahead and pitch. Kline, 3-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-1, that's a walk. That 2 is ball 4. So he walks Johnny Oates to set up a chance for the pitcher, and that will be Palmer. Palmer got a base hit his first time up. An infield single, then got an extra base on an error. Oates on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Kline will go ahead and he will pitch. Kline, 5-2, that's a blank. Palmer, 2-3, and that is a ground out to third base. Taken care of there by Bernie Allen, and he is going to throw to second to get Oates, and that will end the inning. Nothing across except the walk. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Palmer's got to settle down here. Leading off for the Yankees will be Steve Kline. He will bat. This is 1972, not 2024. Palmer with the pitch. 6-6, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck them out. And that is the 3rd K for Palmer. Clark is up next. Palmer hasn't gotten him out yet. Clark is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Palmer, 1-5, strikeout, not with that 14. Clark, 4-5. This time he grounds out to short. That'll be handled by Bobby Grich. And over to first it goes, 2 down. And now Munson. Munson 1 for 2, a single, and got an extra base on an error. Palmer, he will pitch. Palmer, 2-3, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 1-6, ground ball to first base. That ball is hit to Boog Powell. He wasn't that great. His range is a 2, but he'll get there. Nice play by Powell. Palmer will come over. Powell throws to Palmer, and that will retire the side. Nice play by Boog Powell, and Palmer has a much better inning here. 4-3 Yankees after 4 on a 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 5th. And top of the order for the Orioles. Here's Don Buford. He's 0 for 2. 4-3 Yankees. Winner of this game goes to play the Oakland Athletics, the number 1 team in the league. Kline, 3-3. Home run chance. Switch left. 1-6. The 11 is too high. Buford, 1-6. And that's grounded to short. Handled there by Gene Michael. And he will throw it over for out number 1. Kline almost made a mistake, but it was too high. Here comes Blair. Blair is 0 for 2. Kline with the pitch. 4-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Blair, 2-3, and that's fly ball straight away center. And it's going to be Mercer getting to that. And he'll put it away for out number 2. Now the batter is Grich. Grich is 1 for 2 with a single. Kline sets up with the deal. Kline, 2-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Grich. And that is a nice job by Steve Kline. 1-2-3, go the Orioles. And the Orioles are down 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Yankees will be Bobby Mercer. And he got a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Palmer will pitch. Palmer, 3-3, walk. Yeah, that one is an easy ball 4. And Mercer will trot to first. Mercer on base again. Palmer having a rough night so far. Here comes White. White is 1 for 2 with a single. Infield double play. Mercer had 11 stolen bases. He will not get any here. Do they get the hit and run? Let's see here. 8. Yeah, plus 3, so 6. They get the hit and run call. But I think you get the hit and run. Let's see. 11 plus 2 is 13. And Oates is a 0. But, of course, if it's a strikeout, it's not going to be rare strikeout with a -5. I think I'm going to do it. The hit and run is on. Palmer, 6-3. That is a blank. White, 6-2. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 10. And against the righty, it's going to be a double for Roy White. The hit and run works to perfection. Bobby Mercer, his base running rating becomes a 5 with a hit and run. So his base running is a 5, a double to right, a 0, a 1 to 5. Mercer will score. Oh, it's a 6. Mercer coming around third. Right fielder is Don Baylor. He has a +1 arm. A 1 to 2. Mercer will hold. And no, I'm sorry, 1 to 2. A 1 to 2, there will be a play. That's a 3. Mercer will still hold. Wow, Don Baylor gunned that ball in there fast, and they hold Mercer at third base. Hit and run works beautifully. That's a double for Roy White. But they decide to hold Mercer. Now the batter is Alou. And now the infield is in with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Alou is 0 for 2. Mercer on at third, White on at second. Fans here at Yankee Stadium already wondering if they should purchase tickets to a trip to Oakland Alameda. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Palmer will pitch to Alou. Palmer, 5-1, error on a throw. Alou, 3-4. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Brooks Robinson. His error rating is a 4. That's a 17. He will not make a throwing error. Bobby Mercer with the infield in, base runner rating of 1. They will hold him. The throw will go to first to get Alou, and that's out number 1. So Brooks Robinson does not make an error. And now the batter is Collison now with 1 out. Infield staying in. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Palmer will pitch to Collison. Palmer, 3-5, strikeout 3. Cold strike 3 on Collison. Just got him. 8 minus 5 is 3. That is 3. And Collison can't believe it. That is a huge strikeout for Palmer. 2 outs. Can Palmer get out of the inning? Here comes Allen. Allen 1 for 2. Mercer on at third. White on at second. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Palmer looking in on Bernie Allen. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping for a big hit. Palmer, 2-2. That's a blank. Allen, 1-1. It's a fly ball to left field, and the Orioles are going to get out of it. Coming in to get it will be Don Buford. He will make the catch, and runners at second and third, nobody out, and Palmer gets out of the jam. No runs on a hit and a walk. It's still 4-3 Yankees after 5. Will not scoring runs there come back to bite him in the butt. We go to the top of the 6th. Yankees lead 4-3. Leading off for the Orioles will be Boog Powell. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Big Clue joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Kline will go ahead and pitch. Kline, 4-3. Against the lefty, it's an automatic out, and it's a ground out to third. Handled easily there by Bernie Allen. And the toss goes over to first, 1 out. Here comes the vacuum cleaner. Robinson is 0 for 1. He got hit by a pitch. Kline, he'll go ahead and deal. Kline, 2-3, blank. Robinson, 5-3, and that's a ground out to short. They're taken care of there by Gene Michael. Over to first, 2 down. And now here's Baylor. Baylor 1 for 2 with a bomb. 4-3 Yankees, top of the 6th inning. One game here in the American League Wild Card Series. The winner goes to play the Athletics. Kline with the pitch. Kline, 5-1. That's a blank. Baylor, 3-3. Base hit. He'll hit that one past short. And Baylor will hold at first base and keep the inning going. The next batter is Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2 with a single. Baylor, he will stay where he is. Kline will go ahead and deal with Johnson. Sets up, gets the sign, now the deal. Kline, 4-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Johnson, 1-2, and against the right-handed pitcher, it's a double into left field. Johnson hits a double into left. Will it score Baylor? With 2 outs, base runner 3, double to left, -1. The throw is brought in by Roy White. A 1 or a 2, Baylor will score. He does. This game is tied. And Johnson, with a base running rating of 2, does he take third on the throw? Yes, he does. He'll slide into third with a triple. Stadium groans. Double and an extra base on the throw as Roy White tried to get him in there, but that run will score. We're tied. What a hit by Davy Johnson against the righty. He hits the split, and it's perfect. And now the batter is Oates. And Oates is 0 for 1 with a walk. We got a tie game here in the 6th. Fans here hoping for a good pitch by Kline. Nothing on the 11th. Johnson on at third. Kline will pitch. Kline, 6-5. That is a blank. He's not tired. Oates, 6-1. And that is fly to left field. And Roy White will go ahead and get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. We got a tie game here going into the bottom of the 6th. Can you sense the postseason atmosphere already? I certainly can. Leading off for the Yankees will be Gene Michael. Michael is 0 for 1. Oh, sorry, 0 for 2, but he did reach on an error. Tied at 4 now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Palmer, 2-6, strikeout 5. Cold strike 3 on Michael. He got him. Michael should have swung at that. It was right there. 5th strikeout for Palmer, 1 down. The next batter is Kline. Kline, let's see. He can pitch to 30. He's got 4 batters left on the lineup. So does Palmer. Let's see. Do I let Kline bat here? I tied at 4. Maybe you want to get 1 more inning out of him. I'll let him pitch. I'll let him bat. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 1-1. That's blank. Kline, 6-1. Ground out. Right back to pitcher. Palmer will take care of it and toss it over for out number 2. And now Clark, who is 2 for 3 tonight, 2 doubles. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 5-5, range play. Clark, 4-2, base hit, pass first, but it's a range play for Boog Powell. His range is a 2. Nope, that's going to get past him, and that was, I think that was a ground ball pass first, wasn't it? Yep, and that's going to be a double down the line. Or was that a single pass first? That was a single pass first. No, that was a S3, not a G3. My bad. Clark will actually get a base hit. That'll be a single. So Clark is now 3 for 4 as Palmer, just having issues getting him out. Keeps the inning alive for Munson. Munson 1 for 3 with a single. Tied at 4. Bottom of the 6th inning. Our first game of the Inside Pitch 72 postseason. Strategy roll. That's a 9. Nothing happening. If this game's going to be indication of how the rest of the postseason goes, guys better buckle up for a ride, for a roller coaster ride. Palmer, 4-1, strikeout. No way. Not in a 16. Munson, 1-5, fly ball to left field, and Don Buford will get to it. He will make the catch and end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Yankees. After 6, we're tied at 4. Then again, all my postseasons are fun. I've not really had a bad postseason. All of my postseasons are pretty interesting. We go to the top of the 7th. Jim Palmer will bat for the Orioles. Well, now the question is, now in the 7th inning, do I let Palmer bat here? Palmer can hit the ball, though. He can pitch to 1 more batter before he tires. Since Kline came up to pitch, I'm going to be fair. I'll let Palmer bat. Kline will go ahead and pitch to Palmer. Palmer's 1 for 2, actually. He can hit. Kline, 6-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Palmer, 2-2, and that's flied to right field. And getting over there will be Collison, and he'll make the catch for the out. Batter now is Buford. Buford is 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. Kline, 3-1. That's a blank. Buford, 4-1 against a right-hander. That's a ground out to second base. Taken care of there by Horace Clark. Clark throws it over, 2 down. And now Blair. Blair is 0 for 3. Kline, they'll go ahead and pitch. Kline, 5-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-3. And that's popped up right up the chimney. Right up the chute. Munson throws his mask away. That's going to be a pop fly ball to the catcher. He will make the catch, and 1, 2, 3 go the O's. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Of course, we no longer have 10-minute ticker because the season is over, hence you don't see the dice on the logo. Our next game will be Sunday. There will be no game tomorrow. As you know, I always take a break in between the rounds. And of course, the Division Series round is always the longest. Our next game will be Sunday morning between 11 and 11:30. We will start that round with the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Games 1, 2, and 5 are at Fenway. As much as I thought that Louis Tiant had more relief appearances than he did starts, if the Red Sox had made the postseason, I think Tiant would have started, so he will be the number 1 pitcher. And he got a heck of a pitching matchup. Louis Tiant, it will be Roger Nelson for the Royals and Louis Tiant for the Red Sox. So we got 2 awesome pitchers from 72 facing off against each other at Fenway Park. As we get round 2 of the postseason already underway, the ALDS, the Royals, and the Red Sox. That will be the first of the series we will start. That'll be around maybe somewhere between 11 and 11:30 Sunday morning here on the network. Bottom of the 7th here, Orioles and Yankees tied at 4. Palmer can pitch to 1 more batter before he tires. Bobby Mercer will lead off. He is 1 for 2, a home run and got a walk. Tied at 4 here. Winner here goes to play the Oakland Athletics. We don't need no stinking day off. Palmer with the pitch. And it would help if I put the die in the dice tower. Palmer, 5-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. Palmer, 6-6, strikeout, 13 is high. Mercer, 5-6, it's a fly ball hit the right field. Getting that will be Don Baylor, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Palmer is now tired. Here comes White. White is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. Palmer, 4-2, strikeout 12, that's high. White, 2-1, base hit, right past first. And White will get a single, and he's now 3 for 4. So White doing a good job. Here comes Alou. Alou is 0 for 3, infield double play. White had 23 stolen bases. And he gets a steal sign. He's going. 15 plus 2 is 17. Catcher Oates a 0. White on his way to second. A 1 to 17. He is safe. And he doesn't even throw. That's a 3. And White will be safe at second base. Pretty much on catcher's indifference. So White got such a good jump. He goes to second base. And that will be a big steal for him. First stolen base of the postseason for him. And now he's at second. That takes away the double play. Re-roll the strat. He will stay at second base. Palmer will pitch. Now, question is, does Palmer pitch with the runner at second now? I think you do. Palmer will go ahead and he will pitch. Palmer, 2-4. Home run chance. But against righties, it's a 0. Not happening. Alou, 6-3. And that is a ground ball to short. Bobby Grich will get that. He'll throw to first. Roy White, he will stay at second base. So White stays at second on the ground out. Now the batter is Collison. Collison is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. And now 2 away. Palmer will go ahead and pitch to Collison. This will be his last inning, though. So bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 4. Orioles and Yankees. All you need is one win to go on. Palmer will set it up. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Palmer. 5-3. Strikeout 3. Cold strike 3 on Collison. He got him again. And the inning is over. Struck him out. 6 Ks. For Palmer, no runs, a hit, and a stolen base. We stay tied at 4 after 7. Oh, your appreciation is very much appreciated, Doug. It does take a little bit of work. Not as much as you think, but it does. It does take a little bit of work. It took me about 2 hours to get the playoff rosters all set up. And I'm still not 100% sold on how I did them, concerning actually Oakland and Pittsburgh, because they had so many batters. Top of the 8th, and leading off for the Orioles is going to be Bobby Grich. Kline can pitch to one more batter before he tires. He's going to pitch to Grich, though. So top of the 8th, tied at 4. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping the Yankees can move on. If Baltimore wins, they will move on as well to play Oakland. Let's see what happens here. Kline, 5-3. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 1-1. Ground out to third. Ernie Allen will go ahead and get it and toss it over for the out. Kline is now tired. The batter now is Powell. Powell is 0 for 2 with a walk. Kline will pitch. Kline with the deal. Kline, 1-1, walk, 14. That's high. Powell, 3-4, and against a right-handed pitcher to ground out to third. Once again, Bernie Allen will get to it and toss it over for out number 2. And now the vacuum cleaner. Robinson is 0 for 2, got hit by a pitch. Kline sets up with the deal. Kline, 6-2, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 2-4. That is a blank. It is a rare play. And remember, injuries are full time. So it's a rare play with bases empty. Let's see what it is. 44. Ball in the dirt gets past the catcher's pads. Re-pitch. Check for injury to catcher. Ooh, so we got to check an injury to Thurman Munson. Oh, boy. Ball in the dirt gets past the catcher's pads. Re-pitch. Check for injury to catcher. First time I think I ever had that rolled. And that goes to Thurman Munson. Now, Munson, his injury rating is a 1. So a 1 or a 2, he's fine. A 3-4 is going to be out for the rest of the game. 5 or 6 could be worse. It is a 6. Uh-oh. So now we roll on 2. So let's see what happens here. What's up with Munson? That's a 4. Game plus 1d6. So Munson's going to be out for the game plus 5 more. They just lost Thurman Munson for the division series. Thurman Munson is out. He's going to lose it for the division series, which that's this game plus 5, and the most games you can have in the division series is 5 games. The Yankees just lost Munson for the rest of the division series. If they go on, Munson won't be there. Ouch. So Munson is injured, and he will come out. And I got to bring in a catcher now, and it is going to be John Ellis will take over at the catcher spot. And it looks like he just became the starting catcher for the next week, for the next series. That is if the Yankees get there. So timeout on the field as John Ellis will now take over. 3-4-20 plus 1. It also means I have to redo the lineups. So John Ellis will now take over at catcher as the Yankees just lost Thurman Munson for the rest of this game and the entire ALDS if they get there. And they will repitch. So Robinson will go ahead and he will do it again. So Kline and the stadium goes, stadium cries actually. Kline will go ahead and pitch to Robinson. Kline, 1-6, that's a walk. That 6 is ball 4, and he will walk Robinson. Robinson draws a base on balls. Now the batter is Baylor, and that is going to be it for Steve Kline. They will yank him. So Kline is going to come out of the game. The Yankees will go to the bullpen, as right now they don't want to take any chances. And coming on to pitch for the Yankees is going to be Lindy McDaniel. 3 wins, a loss, no saves, a 2.25 ERA. McDaniel is now the next pitcher for the Yankees. So Robinson on at first, now 2 outs here. The fans here at Yankee Stadium cannot believe what they just saw, but now they're hoping the Yankees can at least get there. Munson will come back if the Yankees reach the ALCS. McDaniel will pitch to Baylor. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 12, nothing happening. McDaniel will pitch. McDaniel, 6-6, strikeout plus 10. And that's a 10, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. No runs, nothing across except a walk, and Thurman Munson injured. And that could be huge. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. John Ellis, however, is a capable catcher, though. He had a decent batting average. He's very capable, though. Bottom of the 8th. We'll see a new pitcher as Jim Palmer is done for the day. And the Orioles will go to a new pitcher. Bernie Allen will lead off for the Yankees, and he is 1 for 2. And coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be Rorick Harrison. 3 wins, 4 losses, 4 saves, a 2.30 ERA. Harrison will come in to pitch for the Orioles. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Harrison can pitch to 9. So Bernie Allen will lead off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Harrison will pitch. Harrison, 6-2, error on a throw. Allen, 1-4. It's a line out right to third, and the human vacuum cleaner gets that, and that's out number 1. So 1 down, and now the batter is Michael. Michael is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. Harrison will pitch. Harrison, 3-6, walk, 15, that's high. Michael, 5-5, that's a ground out to second base, handled by Davey Johnson. Over to first for the out, 2 down. McDaniel coming out. The Yankees will bring on a pinch hitter. And it is going to be Ron Blomberg. A 268 average, 14 homers, and 49 RBIs. Harrison got to be careful with Blomberg. He can't put it out. Pitcher spot for the Yankees is 0 for 3. So Ron Bloomberg will now go up against Harrison. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Harrison, 4-5 against the lefty. Walk. That 3 is ball 4. He walked him. Bloomberg draws a 2-out walk. And now the batter is Clark, who's had a very good night. 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. Bloomberg on it first. He had no stolen bases, and he will not get any here. Harrison will pitch to Clark. Fans here at Yankee Stadium now know the Yankees need to win this game for the captain. Harrison with the pitch. Harrison, 6-6. Home run chance. Switch left. 1-7. The 2 is good. Against the righty, though, Clark needs a 2. Nope. Clark, 4-4. Instead, he gets over it and chops it to short. That'll get taken care of there by Grich. The throw goes to second to get Bloomberg, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk. Stays tied at 4 after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th first. Top of the 9th. Leading off for the Orioles will be Davy Johnson. Yankees need a pitcher. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Yankees is going to be Fred Bean. 1 win, 3 losses, 3 saves, a 2.34 ERA. Bean will come up to pitch. He can pitch to 8. So Fred Bean will pitch to Davy Johnson as Yankees Bob 7 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. While you're at home, go with the closer. Yeah, you could, but I think you go. Are you telling me to go with Sparky Lyle, Utah Mike? You telling me to go with him? Tell you what, you're the Yankee fan here, and so is Yankee Bob 7. You want me to put Lyle? I've not rolled the dice yet. You want me to put in Lyle? I'll put in Lyle. But if this game goes into extra innings, I'm not thrilled with the Yankee bullpen. Very well. Bean will come back. I'll put Bean back into the bullpen as Sports Time Machine has overruled me. And so we're going to go ahead with Sparky Lyle instead. So Sparky Lyle will come up to bat. He's a closer. So we'll go with Lyle. It's 9 wins, 5 losses, 35 saves, a 1.92 ERA. We will go with Lyle. Very well. So it is and so Davy Johnson, he will bat against Lyle here in the top of the 9th. So Lyle will go ahead and pitch to Johnson here. I'll go with Utah Mike. He knows his Yankees probably better than I do. Lyle will go ahead and pitch. Lyle, 2-3, strikeout 4. That will get him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he gets Johnson on a K. Johnson does not hit well against lefties. And now the batter is Oates. Oates will bat. He is 0 for 2. Lyle with the pitch. Lyle, 2-3, strikeout 5. That's too high. Oates, 2-4. It's a base hit past third. It's a single. Oates will go ahead and get the first base on a single. And now the go-ahead run is at first. We'll see a pinch hitter for Rorik Harrison. We are in the 9th inning, so anybody can come up to bat. Although I'm really not a fan of the Oriole bench. But coming on to pinch hit for the Orioles is going to be Merv Rettenmund. 233 average, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. Merv Rettenmund will go ahead and pinch hit. Infield is at double play. Go ahead run on first base, tied at 4. Sparky Lyle. Excellent. I always thought he was an excellent reliever. Lyle will go ahead and set the pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 17, or is it? No. Rettenmund will go ahead and he will swing. Lyle with the pitch. Lyle, 5-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium. 3-5. It's a fly out to left. And Rory White will get to that one, and that will be out number 2. Two outs. Now the batter is Buford. Buford is 0 for 4, looking for his first hit. Oates still on at first. Nothing on the 5. He'll stay where he is. Lyle will go ahead and pitch. Lyle, 5-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 3-6. And that's a power hit to left field. That's a 3, and that's going to be a single. So it'll be a single to left field with 2 outs, base runner 3. Single to left, -1. So a 1 or a 2, Oates will take third. It's a 6. Possible play. Left fielder is Roy White. He has a 0 arm. A 1-3, there could be a play. It is a 2. The throw goes to third. Oates on his way there. A 2-5, he is out. And he is side retired. Stadium cheers. Yay! A single for Don Buford, but Johnny Oates is thrown out at third by Roy White. What a throw by White. No runs, 2 hits, and the Orioles cannot take the lead. But now will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Lyle can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires, but the question is, will they need to? We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Leading off for the Yankees will be the new catcher, John Ellis, replacing the injured Thurman Munson, a .294 average, 5 homers, and 25 RBIs. Very capable at that position. He will play for the Yankees now for at least the entire ALDS. Orioles do need a pitcher, though. And coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Eddie Watt. 2 wins, 3 losses, 7 saves, a 2.17 ERA. Watt will now come on to pitch for the Orioles here, trying to get it into extras. Watt will go ahead and pitch to Ellis. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 4. Yankee magic, we've seen a lot of it throughout my entire career of doing inside pitch and RJL Network. Watt with the pitch. Watt, 2-1 against the righty. Walk, 5. No, too high. Ellis, a 2-2. It's a power hit to center field. That's a 15, but against the righty, it's going to be a fly out to center field. And Paul Blair will have the room, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 down, here comes Mercer. Mercer hit a bomb in the game. He is 1 for 3, a home run and a walk. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 4. Winner goes on to play the Athletics. Loser goes home. Watt will go ahead and pitch to Mercer. Watt, 3-2. Hit by pitch. 1. Plunk. Ouch. And the winning run is on. He hits Mercer on a hit batter. That's the second hit batter in the game. And now here comes White. White is 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Infield is a double play. Fans here at Yankee Stadium know Yankee magic. Trying to cheer it on for Munson, hoping he can get back for the championship series if they get that far. Watt will go ahead. Strategy roll. That's a 6. Mercer stays where he is. Watt with the pitch. Watt, 1-4 against the switch left. That's a blank. White, 1-1. It's a ground ball to third. 2-1-2. Second base pivot. Johnson +1. A 1-3. It's a double play. And we've got free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get the free baseball. Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner, sucks it up, blows it over to second, on to first, around the horn, double play. We got extras. And why not? Tied at 4 after 9. We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied at 4. Sparky Lyle can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. Leading off for the Orioles will be Paul Blair. He is 0 for 4. Tied at 4, top of the 10th. Orioles and Yankees, only one wild card game in this season for 72. Division series begins on Sunday with the Royals and the Red Sox game 1. Roger Nelson against Louis Tiant. That should be an awesome game. Lyle will go ahead and pitch to Blair. Lyle, 6-2, strikeout 3, and that just missed. Blair, 4-4, and it's a line out right to third base. Allen is there, 1 out. 1 down. Now the batter is Gritch, and Gritch is 1 for 4. Ian Brook joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Ian Brook, by the way, for those of you who don't know, he is the creator of On Base Baseball. And he is joining here at RJL Network for the first time. He is creator of On Base Baseball. And I will be doing something special for him as well. Lyle will go ahead and pitch. Good to have you here, Mr. Brook. Lyle will pitch to Grinch. Top of the 10th, tied at 4. On deck baseball, that's right. 2-4 against the righty, walk 14. Yes, just walked him. Just walked him. Gritz will go to first on a walk. Just barely walked him against the lefty. 16 minus 2 is 14. And now the batter is Powell. So Rich is on at first. I'm sorry I messed up the name. That's just bad. Gritch on it first. Lyle will pitch to Powell here. Gritch is waiting for it. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping Lyle can get an out. Got to be careful with Powell. He could send it out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Lyle will set it up, and he will pitch. Lyle, 2-2. Home run chance. But against the lefty, it's a 0. Not happening. Powell, 3-4. Against the lefty, it's a base hit past third. Gritch will hold at second base. And Powell goes to first, and the go-ahead run is at second. And now the batter is the vacuum cleaner. And now Sparky Lyle is tired. The question is, what does Sports Time Machine want me to do now? Gritch on at second, Powell on first, 1 out, top of the 10th, tied at 4. I'll let Utah Mike decide what he wants me to do here. Says Yankees Bob 7 says leave him in. Okay. So Gritch is on at second, Powell on at first. Here's Robinson. Robinson is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch and walked. Gritch on at second, Powell on at first. Lyle will pitch to Robinson. Fans here hoping for a good pitch. Modine joins us here at Yankee Stadium. And now Sports Time Machine says Bean. I don't know. Who do I go with here? I don't know. What do we go? What do we do here? I don't know. What do we do? Sports Time Machine says Bean. Yankees Bob. I'm going to go with Yankees Bob 7 since he was the first one to say something. Gritch will stay at second. Powell on at first. Top of the 10th, tied at 4. Strategy rolls are still on. That is a 1. Gritch is not going to try to steal third. He will stay put, although he actually did get the steal sign, but he's going to stay put. You don't want to run yourself out the inning. Lyle will go ahead and pitch. Lyle, 4-1. That's a double question mark. That's going to get Lyle out of the game. Against the righty, a 1-3 is an automatic out. The 7 is too high. Robinson, 6-3, and it's a ground ball to third. And that ball is hit right down the line. So with a double play, it's going to go 5-3. So Robinson, a 3-3, no pivot. So a 1-3, it's a 5-3 double play. And it is! Robinson hits it to third. That's picked up there by Bernie Allen. He tags the bag, throws to first to get Robinson, and the inning is over. 5-3 double play, and the Yankees get out of it. No runs, 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. But Lyle is done no matter what. And he will come out of the game. But now we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Timeout for 1 second. Be back. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Tied at 4 here. 1-game playoff here in the American League Wild Card Series. Eddie Watt can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They will leave him in there. Felipe Alou leads off. He is 0 for 4. So now do the Yankees get some magic here to start the bottom of the 10th? Tied at 4. More free baseball here. Watt will go ahead and pitch. Watt, 3-6. That's a range play. Alou, 5-4. That's a fly ball to center field. That's hit to Paul Blair. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. But he's not getting that one. And that's going to be a base hit for Felipe Alou. He gets his first hit of the game. Winning run on at first base. It'll now bring up Collison. Collison is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Infield a double play. Watt will pitch. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Watt will stay there. Watt will go ahead and he will deal. Watt, 6-2 against the lefty. Walk plus 10. And that 14 will just walk him. And the winning run is at second base. And now the batter is Bernie Allen. And that's going to be it for Eddie Watt. He is tired. They will go to the bullpen. As Philip Reynolds joins us here at Yankee Stadium, we will see a new pitcher for the Orioles. And it is going to be Grant Jackson. 1 win, 1 loss, 8 saves, a 2.63 ERA. Grant Jackson will pitch to Bernie Allen. Allen has home run power. He'll stay out there. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the 10th inning, tied at 4. Whoever wins goes to play the Oakland Athletics. Whoever loses, go home. Jackson sets up against Allen. Strategy roll, nothing on the 9. Jackson will pitch. Jackson, 4-1, strikeout 8, cold strike 3. Got him. He gets Allen. Struck him out, 1 down. And now here's Michael. Michael will come up to bat. He is 0 for 3 with an error. Well, let me check the bench here and see if I want to do anything with it. Actually, probably no. You got to save batters for when the pitchers bat. So I think not. Michael will stay in there. Alou on at second. Collison on at first. 1 out. Bottom of the 10th. Tied at 4. Jackson sets up. Strategy roll again. Nothing on the 11. Jackson will deal. Jackson, 2-3. Strikeout. 15 is high. Michael, 1-6. And and it's a ground ball to third. And that one is hit right at the third baseman. Choice of force, only a third or second to first double play. They're going to try for it. 2, 1, 2. Second base, pivot Johnson, +1. A 1 to 3, it's a double play. More free baseball coming up. They got it. 5-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit. And we got more baseball to come up here. Tied at 4. Top of the 11th inning. New pitcher coming in for Sparky Lyle. And I believe Sports Time Machine said Bean, and that's who it's going to be. So Fred Bean going to come on to pitch for the Yankees, as he will now come on to pitch. Leading off for the Orioles will be Don Baylor. Baylor is 2 for 4, a home run and a single. Top of the 11th, tied at 4. Fans here at Yankee Stadium know what's at stake here. A trip to the ALDS. Bean with the pitch. Bean, 1-2. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 3-4, and it's a blank. We have another rare play with bases empty. 25. First baseman goes into hole to make the play and hurts himself on the play. Resolve play is a G3 range play. Well, the third baseman is Felipe Alou. His range is a 3. He's got it. Baylor will go ahead, and Bean will come on over and it will throw over to Bean to get the out, and that is 1 down. But is Felipe Alou hurt? His injury rating is a 3. He is definitely out for the game. But is he out any longer? That is a 4. Game plus 2d6. So it's game plus 8. Wow, they just lost Felipe Alou for the American League Division Series and at least half of the Championship Series. Wow, the Yankees are getting hurt. That'll be it for Felipe Alou, as he will come out of the game, as he is out for the rest of this game plus 8. So I know I got to write that. So I know Munson is out for 5 games, and now Alou is out for 8. Question is, do I have another first baseman? I think I do. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Yes, I do. Oh, wow. Ooh, boy, I don't. John Ellis is my other first baseman, but he's already taken over at catcher. So that means I got to put in somebody at first, and he's going to be nothing. So John Ellis is going to have to stay at catcher. So coming over to play first base is going to be Celerino Sanchez. Never played the position, but he's going to have a 1-0-0, a 1-10-0. So that's going to be it for Felipe Alou, as Celerino Sanchez will come out. Will come into play at first base. And I'm going to make his rating. He has no position. According to Chris, they say make it a 1, a 10, because you never know. They may not make errors. So Celerino Sanchez is going to take over at first base now. And there is 1 out. Munson got hurt. And he is out for the ALDS if they make it that far. So 1 out, because my injuries in the postseason are full-time. So Baylor did ground out. So there is 1 away. Now the batter is Johnson. Johnson will bat. And he is 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Bean will go ahead and pitch. Bean, 5-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Johnson, 1-6, base hit into left field. Johnson gets a single. And now the Orioles have the go-ahead run on base. It'll bring up Oates. Oates is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Bloomberg was used as a pinch hitter, Yankees, Bob 7. Bloomberg was used as a pinch hitter. I do not bring him in. So now Johnson on at first, infield a double play. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Bean will pitch to Oates. Bean, 5-2, walk, 4. And that's ball 4. And now the go-ahead run is at second base. That is a walk to Oates. We'll see a pinch hitter for Grant Jackson as the Orioles will now go to the bench. And they're going to bring on Terry Crowley, a .231 average, 11 homers, and 29 RBIs. Terry Crowley will pinch hit against Bean. Runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the 11th inning, tied at 4. Bean will go ahead and pitch to Crowley. Strategy. That is a 6, nothing happening. Johnson stays at second, Oates on at first. Bean will go ahead and he will pitch. Bean, 5-6, error on a grounder. Crowley, 1-6. Nope, it's a fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught by Collison for out number 2. Johnson, a base runner 2, hit the right -1. Collison -1 is 0. He will not try to go to third. He will stay put. 2 away, and now the batter is Buford. Buford is 1 for 5. What a way to start the postseason here on the 72 postseason here on the network. And yes, this is a Game of the Year candidate. So Johnson on at second, Oates on at first. Bean will now pitch to Buford. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping to get one good pitch here. Buford sets up, strategy roll. And nothing on the 9. Bean will pitch to Buford. Bean, 5-6, error on a grounder. Buford, 3-4, and against the righty. It's a ground ball to first. But unfortunately, that ball is hit to Celerino Sanchez. He just took over at first base. I made his error rating a 20. Actually, I made his error rating a 10. That's an 18. He is not going to make an error. Bean will come over there. He will receive the ball, and the side is retired. Because I was told by Chris, on position players, you shouldn't automatically make them a 20. It doesn't automatically mean they'll make an error. So that's going to be a ground out. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, and a walk. It stays tied at 4 after 11. But right now, the Yankees are turning into the walking wounded, as Phoenix Knight basically just said that. Bottom of the 11th inning, pinch hitter coming in for Fred Bean as he's a leadoff batter. And the Yankees will go ahead and bring on Ron Swoboda. He will be the pinch hitter here. Orioles need a pitcher. Their bullpen is pretty good. Coming on to pinch hit for the Orioles will be Doyle Alexander. 6 wins, 8 losses, 2 saves, a 2.45 ERA. Alexander will now come on to pitch. Ron Swoboda leads off here for the Yankees in the bottom of the 11th. What a game here. What a way to start the postseason. I'm glad this is on a Friday night. I'm glad I'm not working tomorrow. Alexander will pitch. Alexander, 3-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Swoboda, 4-6, and Swoboda comes off the bench and hits a double into center field. Swoboda will go ahead and get a leadoff double. And now the winning runs in scoring position for Horace Clarke. Clarke is 3 for 5, 2 doubles and a single. And the fans here are going crazy as Swoboda gets a leadoff double to start the inning. And now Alexander has to pitch to Clarke. Nobody out. Bottom of the 11th, tied at 4. Alexander sets up, strategy. Nothing on the 15. Alexander looking in on Clarke. Here comes the pitch. Alexander, 3-1 against the switch left walk. The 13 is high. Clarke, 4-5, and it's a ground ball to short. That'll get picked up there by Grich. The throw goes to first. Swoboda stays at second base, 1 out. Grounded to short, taken care of there by Grich. And now the batter is Ellis, who's taken over from Munson. Ellis is 0 for 1 since taking over for him. And Alexander has to pitch to Ellis. Fans here at Yankee Stadium again are loud. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6th. Swoboda stays at second. Alexander trying to get this game into the 12th. Alexander will pitch. 6-2. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium. 5-4. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after it is Don Buford. His range is a 2. He absolutely must make this catch. No! And that is going to be... It's going to be a base hit, but will it score Swoboda? Base runner 2. It's a base runner 2. It's a single to left. +2. Wow, because Buford is not good. +2 to left. A 1-4. Swoboda coming around third. A 1-4. He is safe. He slides into safe, and he is safe, and it's over. The Yankees will win the ball game on a walk-off. Swoboda comes around. He will score. John Ellis gets the game-winning RBI. Yankees win. Yankees win. Da! Yankees win. They move on to the ALDS. And they are the American League Wild Card champions. Stadium cheers! Yay, yay! What a victory for the Yankees. As they go ahead, they knock off the Orioles. They will win this 1-0. That's all you have to do. The Yankees will face the Oakland Athletics in the American League Division Series. And they're going ahead and they're mobbing at the plate to get the victory there. And the Yankees come away with a 5-4 win in 11 innings, and they are the wild card champions. They will play the Oakland Athletics. The Yankees knock off the Orioles. The Orioles had a lot of champions, but the Yankees, however, do get hurt. Munson is out for the ALDS, and so is Felipe Alou. So now I have to redo the lineups for that team for a while, which I will do, which doesn't take long. So they are out. So they lost Thurman Munson, and they lost Felipe Alou, at least for the ALDS. I do believe the Yankees have reserves. I believe I can bring them up. What a victory here for the Yankees. As once again, Yankee magic comes through, and they will win it here. In the 11th, 1 run on 2 hits. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For the Orioles, 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Fred Bean. He's going to go ahead and get the win. The loss goes to Doyle Alexander, who came on to pitch. And that's going to be a big win here for the Yankees as they get the victory. And they will move on to play the Oakland Athletics in the ALDS. Very interesting, though, as Munson and Felipe Alou will be out. So now I got to redo the lineups at least for the next division, for the next series. What a game here for the Yankees. They pull it out, and they will move on to the next round. There will be no baseball tomorrow night. We will come back Sunday morning with Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Roger Nelson will be going for the Royals, and Louis Tiant will be going for the Red Sox. Royals coming off a big run here in the division to win the number 3 seed and go against the Red Sox. The Red Sox could be a pretty interesting team, and we will see how that one will go. And as we get to it. So that'll be Sunday morning. Royals, Red Sox, ALDS Game 1. Be there or be square. Brandon Baker, Ian Brook, Sports Time Machine, Brian Patterson, PFL QR, Philip Reynolds, Jeremy Brooks, Yankees Bob 7, David Vega, Mo Dean, Phoenix Knight, and let's see here. Sports Time Machine, Vida Productions, Marlon Price, Doug Sessoms, Dan Atkins, John Haverly, and Frank Rosen, Kline Baseball Fan, Jimmy Jam, Jim Doyle, Larry Harris. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the dang bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we will see you guys on Sunday. The Yankees pull it out in 11 innings. A walk-off base hit by John Ellis, who came in for the injured Thurman Munson. The Yankees win it 5-4. The Yankees are your 1972 American League Wild Card champions. We'll see you guys Sunday.